Okay, are we on yet? Can anybody hear me? Can anyone hear me? Can you guys hear me now? Is the sound on now? Okay, are we on yet? Can anybody hear me? Can anyone hear me? Can you guys hear? Can you hear me now? Yay! I don't know what it was, you guys. It's retarded. I'm sorry. Yes, I have sound. Oh my God. Ah, yay, sound. Awesome. Sorry. You guys, it's just, this is how my life has been going. I can't even tell you. It's how it's been going. Yay. Okay, so we're going to make handmade washi tape. I even made Hottie like try to figure it out and he couldn't figure it out. Hi everyone, Cassandra, Ash, Susan, Scotty, Sarita, Luana, Brenda, Carrie, all the rest of you. Yes, Amberly. Hey, yay! Yeah, if all else fails, reboot. Okay, so what we're going to do today, everybody get out your painty papers. Or if you haven't made painty papers, it's fine. Just any sort of scrap paper. Yay! I did get Hottie's hands in the picture. He was trying to help me. So, papers, you can also use napkins if you guys want to do that. Book pages, music paper, dictionary pages, decorative tissue paper. Hi, Lisa. Sorry about the sound, you guys. It was just ridiculous. Okay? Totally ridiculous. I don't know what was wrong. Magazine pages and atlas pages, and we're going to get started. So, and you need masking tape. And Amberly asked the other day, could you use blue masking tape? So I went through my masking tape, and you guys, anyway, you know, I've told you my story. Still haven't unpacked everything. I'm still working on it. But I found some painter's tape that I had when, you know, from painting. And then I have a wide roll of cheap masking tape. And it's pretty dinged up, but it's been around for a while, and it works good. So, hi, Mildred. So, hi, Claudia. Welcome, welcome. We're happy you're here. We're happy you're here. All lurkers, say hi. So you need this. You need some wax paper. You need some glue. Today I'm using Mod Podge, but you can use anything. If you have any sort of glue, Elmer's glue, anything will work fine. Okay? And we're going to make our own one-of-a-kind washi tape. So I did a dry run before we started. Because I usually make mine in small batches, use it up or give it away. And these really cool security envelopes were good. Hi, Patricia, how are you? And then I have some magazine pages, and you guys know me. I like to use everything. Okay, so we're gonna make a couple of different kinds of washi tape. Okay. You're not able to hear me now? Cheryl, can everybody hear me now except for Cheryl? Oh, you're good? Oh, good. Cheryl, all I can tell you is reboot because I didn't have sound for a few minutes, but then I now have sound. You can hear me? Thanks, Luana. So we're going to make some washi tape. Now, we can make it over a couple of times. It doesn't have to be just this one time. So you can see I started making some. Now you need some wax paper. A couple of reasons why. You need wax paper because you need to have something to stick your washi tape to so that you can pull it back up. Okay, so this is what I've made so far because my desk is a mess as usual. Okay, and this is just from a magazine page. This is the security envelopes, some painting papers, and then some one-of-a-kind paper. Okay, so you need something to put your, some wax paper or something to adhere your washi tape to. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm just gonna put my little thing down over here and then start. So tell me how your week has been, everybody. I am just so glad that it is Friday. Are you guys glad it's Friday? I am. So I'm super glad it's Friday. So I'm gonna use some magazine pages now. You know how much I love magazine pages, but like look at the coolness of this piece of magazine page, or even just this piece of magazine page, like right in between here. You know, and you can make them as big or as small as you want, your pieces. So maybe what I'll do is I'm going to cut this direction. And what's cool about once you start making your own washi tape is you start, like, you can customize the colors of things. Now, sometimes what I do is I'll show you. Let's just use this little blue roll of tape. So many times what I'll do is I'll take my roll of tape and I'll measure my piece like this. Like I'll measure it against the tape and then I'll mark it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it just gives you an idea, right? I'll just mark it and then move it down and mark it. So I have a cutting line. Move it down and mark it. Guys, I'm so glad today's Friday. I have never been so glad. I have had the longest week. The longest week. It's been good, but it's been long. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and then I'll show you another way that I do it that works just as well too. Just takes a little bit more. And then find the end of your washi tape. And then you guys, you're going to see my trick. It's so silly, but it works. And I don't waste a lot. Hey, Linda. So the thing is that, you know, you can get a roll of this painter's tape, which is not as strong as like regular masking tape, but it works good. Okay, here's my trick, you guys. I just leave the tape on the roll. I leave a little piece on the end, I leave the tape on the roll, and I start putting my glue on. I put the glue on while the tape's on the roll. And then, that's this type of washi tape, but you could do it, you could do painted washi tape as well. I only line it up on one side, you guys, so just pick one side that you want to line it up on, you know? Because you can, once you peel it off, you can cut the other, that's why you don't need, it doesn't need to be perfect. Now you guys can do this with any of your scrap papers, anything. What's fun about this is that once you start making your own washi tape, you're just like, I don't need to buy any washi tape ever again. I can make my own. Okay, and then what I do is I pull it up, get your wax paper that you have your stuff down on, your wax paper. Now this particular one that I made is made with contact paper, and I'll show you how I did that too. These ones are made with contact paper, so they don't have to be down. The back of them are, you know, that sticky contact paper. If you have labels, you can also do mailing labels too. If anybody has, you know, you sometimes can buy like, I think you can buy like a sheet of mailing labels, a package of mailing labels, 100 full size 8.5 by 11 sheets for like, I want to say $7. So you could do the same thing on that. All right. And then I lay it down on my whatever I'm going to do, right? Now, what you can do is see how it's uneven? Like, look, see how it's uneven on the back? If you want it to be super perfect before it dries, you could cut it. See how you see how it's not even on the back? You can totally use double-sided tape, Amberly. You can use double-sided tape. Double-sided tape, I think, is a little bit, I use carpet tape too. I have a roll of carpet tape. I just didn't, honestly, you guys, I didn't look for it for today. I thought it was someplace, and when I went to look in the one place I thought it wasn't there. So it means it's packed away in one of the boxes that I haven't unpacked it, or still sitting in my garage. So you can, sometimes if you go to a discount, like a, like Habitat for Humanity or those places, the resale stores, I've gotten rolls and rolls of carpet tape for nothing. And that's really good if you, it's especially good if you want to put fabric on it. Okay, now, and then all I do is I take my credit card and I just burnish it down because my glue's not 100% dry. Okay, simple as that. And then when I'm ready to use it, I peel it up, I peel up the tape. What's cool about it is if you didn't get it totally down and you want to use it on wax paper, even if you glue on wax paper, it'll still come up. So just imagine like all the things you can make washi tape from, right? So that's just one of the many things. But it's kind of cool because you can use all these really neat little bits of sparkles or whatever, like you find some piece that you say, oh, that would be great, so it makes that for you super easy. Like this one, I liked this one had two cool things. This side was cool, and also this was cool at the top here, so I thought I'd cut this and use this as washi tape on this side. This came from some golfing, like a golfing catalog, but I loved this. This will make some really cool washi, right? Don't you think? And I could do the same thing. I could measure it from if you have one straight edge, that's all you need. You can just measure it that way. You can use Hi, Sam, how are you? Hi, how are you? Happy you're here. So do you guys have big weekend plans? Is everybody just happy that there's like no storm hanging out in the wherever and the ethers for all of us to like stress out over? I'm happy about that. I'm like so happy that we don't have to worry about anyone and their storming. I'm happy about the storming thing being done. It's making me happy. Making me happy. My plans for the weekend are, I have to do some family stuff, but other than that, I'm not going to do anything. I'm like looking forward to doing nothing. Is that good? What did you say? Did I see the scrap paper flower video? No, I didn't see the scrap paper flower video. I'll have to go back and look at it. You have to evac from San Jose, Luana. Why? What happened? You have to evac from Jose? Oh no, that's the newest tropical storm? Oh my gosh. Guys, I'm over this tropical storm thing. Are you? I mean, I know we've always had them, but it just seems like they're the never-ending giving whatever. Never-ending giving moments of You know what's super cool though about making all your own washi tape is that you can use it for all sorts of things. So if you wanted to, like, say, did any of you go to wrap Christmas presents and you can't find the tape? Does that only happen in my house? And you know we have rolls and rolls of it, right? You know that I have mass quantities of rolls of tape. So you can make your own tape. You can make your own. Masking tape may not look the best wrapped on a holiday or a birthday present, but if you wanted to make your own washi tape, you can. You can even make it right from the wrapping paper, right? So I'm not trying to enable you guys to become hoarders of stuff that you don't really need. So, but if you have leftover Christmas paper or leftover any sort of wrapping paper, you can do something. You can do the same similar thing and make washi tape with your leftover wrapping paper and your leftover papers, and it works really good. It works really good for your, when you don't have Scotch tape. The other thing, if you have surgical tape, that works good too. You know what I'm talking about, the cloth tape that you get. I frankly like whatever's the cheapest. That's just how I like, but you know, you guys don't have to be cheap like me. But I like to use whatever's cheapest. That's just my thing. My thing is the cheap, using the cheap, cheapest tape. So cheap masking tape, painter's tape. If you have the opportunity to, you know, just use whatever you have. It doesn't really matter. Some of these tapes get too sticky on the back, and so I'll tell you, my trick is to put them on your pants and then pull them off, you know, so that some of the sticky comes off if you want to be able to remove them a lot. What's cool about this though is that, so say you spend the day and you make yourself a bunch of homemade magazine washi tape. You can also do the same thing with paint. I mean, you don't just have to do it like I'm doing it with these magazines and book pages right now at the moment. You can stamp on top of them. You can collage on top of them. Junk mail. I mean, there's no right or wrong. Okay, so there we have some washi tape so far. Hi, Dawn! You know what's great about it though, Annette, is that, you know, you can really customize everything. So, you know, like look, this was the inside of my bill envelope from, I don't know what bill it was, but it was the inside of my envelope, right? Okay, Carrie, I'm going to show you something. So, yes, I store it on wax paper, but I'm going to also show you how you can store it if you don't want to store it on wax paper. So, these I store on wax paper, and sometimes I cut them like this. After I've made them, I strip them up. Or say I wanted to send some to somebody, right? And I just cut them. I leave a little bit on one end. Now, if you don't want to store it like this, all you need to do is you can roll it. So you just want to, you know, start rolling like this. Just like this. Roll your washi tape. If you have an old spool, you could just do it with on a paper clip. Sometimes I make tags for mine and use a tag. But if you wanted to, and I've used straws. I mean, I've done all kinds of things. But there you go. There's some washi tape. You can totally use napkins. Let's make some with napkins. Why not? Napkins, tissue paper. Make your own custom tissue paper. You guys know me. Or the insides of your napkins. How many of you guys have those white inserts from taking your napkins apart from your paper napkin decoupage, right? And, yep, let's do that too. Now, I also want to show you, the other thing you can do is, like, I like to put it directly onto that, but you don't have to. Like, let's find, I have a napkin in here somewhere. Okay. Let's just take the tape itself and the reason you need to put it on some sort of wax paper or parchment paper or something that you can pull it off of is because unless you're using like a carpet tape or something that has a plastic thing on the back, you're going to need to pull it up, right? So you could use a glue stick if you wanted to for your napkins because they're so thin, but I already have a thing of glue, you know, my gluing bit here. So you can make washi tape out of anything. There's no rules. First of all, there's no rule. You guys know me. I don't follow any rules. I don't like rules. I don't like rules. No rules for me. If I can do it without rules, I am game. Now all I'm going to do is pull the tape up so that I can cut the other side. Yes, so that I can cut it. So I can trim off my excess. And you don't have to put a coat of Mod Podge on top, but you can. You don't have to put any PVA glue, but you can. Whatever glue, Elmer's glue, Mod Podge, whatever you have. Use what you have. Use what you have. What's cool is if you wanted to send somebody, like, you're like, oh, I have some really great little pieces and tidbits of things. I don't have a lot of it, but I have some, you know, something to share with somebody. Okay, so there's my paper napkin washi. What's really cool is you can go back and decorate and use decorative scissors if you wanted to and make them into a scallop edge, you know. I'm just burnishing it down with my gift card. The end. So easy. Who's the captain of your craft table? Me? I don't think so. You guys are going to go see Rosemary and Shannon tomorrow. Oh gosh, you guys, I heard from Shannon. She did send me those custom keepers. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm over the moon. I started to try and make inserts for them. I'm gathering some pages. I have some really cool ideas for them, so I'm getting excited about it. So I'm getting super excited about it. So if you guys didn't watch last week, I told you I thought one of you guys sent me a custom keeper and I didn't know who it was. Well, it was our very own Miss Shannon Green herself. So I was over the moon. Over the moon! Yeah, right? For your napkins. So you can make your napkin washi, right? This is security envelope. These are some painting papers. This is newspaper that I painted, remember, a few weeks ago when I did my painting papers. Magazine page. Another magazine or brochure page. Napkin. Yeah. Well, Scotty, I hope you feel better. I'm going to send you... Everybody focus on Scotty and send her some love. She needs to go have her crafting time with Shannon and Rosemary, and I'm not feeling good. It's like not good, Scotty. Miss Scotty Scott. This is, you know, the other thing this is really good for is how many of you guys have collected some books, but the pages are really fragile? I cannot be the only one that collects book pages that are fragile. Am I the only one? I don't think so. This is a great way to use your fragile book pages. Great, great, great way to use your fragile book pages. You can, you know, glue them onto this tape and then you can glue them onto your, making your homemade washi. Now you can paint directly on masking tape as well. So if you just want to paint directly on the tape, you can do that too. You have lots of book pages. Oh my gosh, Ash, this is like such a great way to make your own homemade washi tape and use the book pages that you can't even really use in a journal because you have to like glue them down on something, right? Because they're so fragile, they're old. It works every time. And don't think that you have to make large pieces of it, you guys. It doesn't matter if you wanted it to match up or, you know, make quite a few of the same thing, then just, you know, add on. You know what I mean? Cut it and then you could add on another piece if you wanted. I'll show you what I mean. Hi, Kat. Hi, Sarah. I hope you guys have all having a wonderful week. I'm just so glad it is like Friday. I'm like over the moon it's Friday. I'm over the moon it's Friday. I'm over the moon it's Friday. Over the moon. Yay, it's Friday. Luana, I hope you don't have to evacuate. I haven't, you guys, I've purposefully not watched the television because Ever since the past two storms, it's been very upsetting. Hey Ash, will you do me a favor? Will you go post the link in the group? YouTube has changed it. Usually I can post the link before it. It doesn't give me that option now. So, it does not give me the option to post. The link part doesn't come up. I did not put enough glue on here, girls. Be generous with your glue. I did not put enough glue on mine. My brush must be not gluey enough. My brush is not gluey enough. Not gluey enough for that book page, at least. Now you guys can lay your book pages out flat. You don't have to do them like me. I don't even know why I like doing it like this. I guess because I feel like I can line up the edge and control it a little bit more. But test it. See what works for you. You know, not everything works for everybody. Find your way. Find the way that works best for you. And then do that. You know? Find your way. But I got some old books and I love them, but the pages are so fragile, like this Japanese language book, and it was like a book of Japanese poetry, I think it was, and it was so fragile that I tried to use a piece of it in a junk journal and it just didn't work out. So it just, you know, it came in, the moment I tried to sew it into the binding, it came undone. Yeah, you can use freezer paper. That's what I'm using, wax paper. You can use freezer paper. Whatever is going to lift, whatever, first of all, try everything you have first. You know, like before you go buy anything. I just happen to have a roll of wax paper, you know. I craft a lot with wax paper. I craft a lot with wax paper. So what do you guys think so far? Are you liking it so far? You know, you could also use, if you have cereal bags, that works as a non-stick surface too. So how many of you guys have a dollar store? Do you, hi Sherry. How many of you guys have a dollar store? Right? And you would never know, like you look at this and so you got that on something, you'd be like, oh, that's so cool. You wouldn't necessarily know it was like a golfing catalog page. If you guys have a dollar store, now I don't have one here, but when I was visiting my sister, I went to the dollar store because, you know, if you don't have it, you gotta go for it, right? So I was visiting my sister, went to the dollar store, and I got some, let me show you. Let me find my paper. Sorry, I got my mess going on here. So all of this is potential washi. All of this, the French book pages, all of this stuff. French literature pages, all that stuff. It's all dictionary pages, and we all have lots of book pages, right? Scrapbooking paper, all of this. All of this is potential washi tape. Like I was thinking maybe I would cut this part at the top of the magazine page for the washi tape. But what I was going to show you now was, hang on, let me see where I put it. So at the dollar store, you can get a roll of contact paper. It doesn't have to be clear. It can be with color on it, but I happen to buy a roll of clear contact paper. Okay? And I'm going to show you how you can make your own washi tape with contact paper. Now, this works also the same for fabric too. So if you wanted to use fabric on it, you could do fabric too. You could use whatever. I mean, it doesn't matter. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my contact paper as my canvas. So I'm going to tape my piece down to my wax paper. I'm going to tape it down so that I can use it as a flat canvas. You have $4 trees? So go to the Dollar Tree and buy yourself some shelf liner, contact paper, anything that's going to have the sticky part on the back. You know, where it has, where if you peel it off, it's sticky on the back. It's called shelf liner. What else is it called? Drawer liner, contact paper, and it can be ugly. Doesn't matter because you're going to glue on top. So you're going to do sort of like your form of serendipity paper on top of this. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit of it, and then I'll show you some that I've already done. But since I love, you guys need to lay this down. So I like the top of this. And you don't have to do it in lines, you guys. You can do it like you do your serendipity paper, right? But I like that. Let's see, what else do I like? It doesn't just have to be magazine pages. You can use just about anything that you want. I don't want you to feel like it only is magazine pages. I just happen to like the pattern on it. Okay, so we're gonna do our version of serendipity paper, but we're gonna do it on this contact paper. And look, this is gonna make cool washi tape too. Your maps and your atlases. Very cool washi tape. We'll make some separate strips of that too in just a second. I know, Vicki, you're spending. I know Miss V.A. Pearl's going to be spending the night with Miss Shannon Green. I am like so jealous. I'm so jealous. Not really. I'm happy for you. You know I'm happy. Okay, so I'm going to start over a little bit. Okay, but look, this is just as easy as it gets. I'm going to put my Mod Podge or my glue, whatever you're using, directly, not on the side you peel up, but on the other side. And I'm going to start laying my magazine pages and then my book page. This one I'm going to do more in a pattern, but you don't have to. You guys know me and my serendipity paper. You know how much I love to like be random with things, right? I'm going to use some of this, some of my painty papers. But you guys get the general idea, right? So, you know, you're making your own one-of-a-kind washi tape. And it works out good. Vicki and Shannon together, it's going to be awesome. You guys are going to just have so much fun. And Rosemary, I love Rosemary. If you guys don't belong to her, if you guys love swapping and you want to swap in a really eclectic group, go over and join Trashy Junk Journals on Facebook. They are a fun group of ladies to swap with. I used to swap regularly with them. I'm just not swapping so much right now, but you never know about the future, right? So I'm just not swapping right now, but you know, it's a fun group of ladies to swap with, and Rosemary comes up with the most creative swaps, and you enjoy them. See, this is part of that security envelope, right, that I made the... So I know you guys all get those security envelopes, and then for all of those of you that made painty papers with me, you must have a few painty papers going on somewhere in your stash, right? Everybody must have some of our painting newspapers, right? And let's see, what am I going to put next? This one needs to be thinner. But you guys get the idea. Rosemary is a jelly printing queen. Rosemary makes the most creative things. She also has another group on Facebook that's called Textile Collage. And if you guys are at all into fabric crafting, it's amazing. I love that. She has really good groups, and they do really fun swaps, and they do them multiple times. So I think she's got 2 or 3 swaps in a month going on. So if anybody ever wants to just, you know, that's why when I started my group, I was everybody was like, oh, you need to have swaps. And I was like, no, there's so many great groups on Facebook right now that have swaps that I didn't feel so inclined to have any. Does that make sense? Not because I don't want to have swaps, but it didn't seem like I needed to. Like Rosemary has so many good swaps, and there's so many good groups out there that have swaps. You guys, swaps are like a lot of work when you set them up in your Facebook group. You know, it's a lot of work. People that, especially if not everybody fulfills them, then you have to angel it or whatever. And my plate's so full these days, you guys, it was just a little much. So I'm just advising you, go over and hang out and Trashy Junk Journals and Textile Claw. She also has another one called Deconstruct Their Art Journaling, and that group is really fun too. That is a fun group as well. You guys, it's like you can have just a great time swapping with a bunch of really fun ladies. So for all of you that want to swap, those are fun groups to swap in. And they swap all kinds of stuff. It's not necessarily a swap for, you know, like you don't have to have like expensive supplies. And Trashy Junk Journals, they, you know, they make stuff like I'm making, you know, from trash to treasure, from you know, used stuff. You don't have to, it's not like a group where you have to go and swap, you know, expensive store-bought stuff. So you guys get the general idea, right? You get the general feel for the so go buy yourself a roll of that dollar, whatever it is, contact paper or shelf liner, and then you're gonna glue or paint on top of the non-stick side. You're gonna leave the stick side so when you pull it up, it becomes your washi tape, right? So let's see what else I have. Oh, Lisa, you know, you have to get over that people are not going to like your swap. You know, inevitably you can't please everybody, but I will tell you in those groups, people know what they're getting into. You know, like when they're swapping journals or whatever they're swapping, people know. It's not like a group of people that are really judgmental. They're not going to sit there and judge you, at least not in Rosemary's groups. I can't, you guys, I don't really swap anywhere else. Honestly, I haven't swapped in a very long time. Just because of my life and everything I'm doing and whatever, but you know, Lisa, you just have to swap knowing that whoever gets your swap is the right person for you. And most everybody, I've never had any, I'm not going to say that every swap is equal because, you know, some people's skill levels are different than others, but you know, you can't worry about it, Lisa. If you just go into a group like that and you want to swap, you just do it. Don't even think about whether it's good enough. Just do it. I mean, most of them have some decent guidelines. You guys don't have to glue on top of yours. I am, just because some of my edges are a little rough and coming up. But, you know, I wouldn't even think about it, Lisa. I would just go for it and enjoy it. I think that's the best advice I have for anybody that wants to swap in a group like that. Now, there are some other groups, especially junk journaling groups on Facebook that have more stringent and strict rules. Like you have to post you have to post everything you're going to give and all those things. You know, I try to personally stay away from that type of swap because for me, swapping should be fun. It shouldn't be stressful. That's at least what I think. But, you know, who would I know?
It's so funny. The dog dragged that bag out of the hallway.
So, anyway, my company's still here. Did you hear her beautiful accent? She's visiting from Australia. We've had a good time going to the beach. It has been lovely weather. We haven't had any bad weather. But our dog has decided, our dog is in love with her and will not leave her alone. and she's very kind. I don't, no, it's not that she's not a dog person, but you know, some people's dogs, like my little rescue dog, is a little much sometimes. You know, she definitely can be a lot. She can be a handful. So after you've started, you know, I make this in small batches and small pieces, you guys, because if you get it too big, it's a little bit hard to handle. But if you make it small, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut it up. This is a great thing to do if you have, you can use this in your die cutting machine too, especially if you have those really big Sizzix dies, the big dies. This works great in those die cutting machines too. And if you're doing it on one whole sheet like this, it almost makes like a custom sticker if you have like a custom thing going on. So I leave my ends for last. I'm excited to see how it turns out at the end. I think you guys will like it too. Yes, Mod Podge does stick to this. This one's like it's not super shiny. Yeah, it does. I don't know. I think PVA glue would stick to it too. It's just what I had. I had matte Mod Podge. You guys, I'm trying to use up my stuff. Okay? Remember where I think we've been talking about the cleaning out your stash and all that stuff, and I'm trying to use up my stash. So I decided I'm going to use it. I'm going to go for it. Yeah, it does stick on here. So would Elmer's, you know, like the Elmer's glue wall, that would stick on here too. I don't know. I just need a couple more pieces for the end. Just let me see if I can find one that. Maybe I'll do another piece of a map. What's cool about this is you can do it the same way we do serendipity paper where it's random. This just happens to be in strips. But you can do it the same way. And then I'll show you how I'm going to cut it as washi. And then you guys will be like, oh, now I see. Get it? But if you were going to do a color theme, like if you had some specific color theme going on, you could do it too. You could do it too. Let me see, what color do I want on the end? Maybe, do I have an orange one? Maybe this one. I have to say, you guys, I like these painty papers a lot. No, this is the side that's not sticky. This is the side that's slick. The sticky side is the peel-up side is the one underneath, right? Now, if you guys venture out and buy yourself labels, like I was saying, they have like 8.5 by 11 sheet labels, and those are, I think you can get them, I remember buying them inexpensively about a year ago. I don't exactly know the price, but I want to say $10 or under for 100 sheets. And many times those will have, the peeling thing will be easy to take off. Okay, so now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to trim off my edges so that I'm going to trim. Obviously you could take this to your paper cutter. I don't have a paper cutter close by. Mine's across the room, so I'm just going to use my scissors. And then these are just the end bits off. Okay, so now I have this whole sheet of my own homemade washi. And then if I had decorative scissors, I could cut it, but I'm just gonna, like, look, these are the strips of the washi. That's what's gonna be on the side of my page. Isn't this gonna be a cool strip of washi tape? What do you think? What do you guys think? Isn't that cool? And then all I have to do is peel up the back, peel up the contact paper part, you know, the back of the, and it's sticky, and pull it up. And then stick it down. So, hi Lily. Hi Rabbit. So you guys, there are no rules. You can make it out of what you want. But it's like a fun way to use all your bits and pieces, right? And to do a color theme or use it in your die cutting machine or whatever. So I'll show you some other ones that I've made. Like here's one that I made earlier, like the same contact paper, right? It's just, isn't it cool? You said I was going to cut it the other way? No, I'm just kind of... Oh, Amberly, you're so cute. I made a bunch, and you know, you don't have to like, you can use tissue paper, you can use anything that you really want. I mean, there's no rules to it. It's your washi tape, right? You can make it any way you like. You can make your washi tape any way you want. But I think it comes out really cool. Like these were magazine pages, painted book pages, and magazine pages. But when you cut it like this, when you're cutting it, if you have decorative scissors, you can do really nice journaling edges with it, right? Makes a really cool piece of washi. Hey Ash, maybe you can just add Lily. I don't know, you guys, like the weirdest between Facebook and YouTube lately, I've had my own issues. So, you know, whatever between Facebook and YouTube, I have my own like things going on. But does it give you some ideas that you can like make your own tape out of anything? Okay. So you can make washi tape out of anything. Anything. But I'm like, I love this. I love making it out of my, especially love making it out of my painting papers that I make from the, you know, my painting magazine pages. Jelly prints, whatever you want to make it out of. So go get yourself a really inexpensive, see here's some that I cut earlier. See of that one, right? But they make really, and look, you can cut it as big, fat, or as thin as you want. Isn't it cool? I love it. Maybe it's just me that likes it, but I like it. Thanks, Luana. Hi, Frida. Hi, Cheryl. Yeah, the butterflies are the napkin. You guys can make your own, make it out of the napkin. Make it out of whatever you want. I think my favorite one is the Japanese writing paper. But I like this too. I mean, I like all of it. I'm not picky. I love washi tape. So washi tape's a bit of an addiction. Does anybody else have a washi tape addiction? I mean, I do. I definitely have a washi tape addiction. I am not going to lie. I have a washi tape addiction. I have washi tape addiction. Washi tape addiction. I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to lay some tape down on my paper, and then maybe I'll paint some. Hi, Kate. Well, you know, Kate, I think for me, when I first made, if you guys ever go back and look at that silly junk journal, that I have a video on YouTube that says junk journal is a coffee table book. That was one of the very first junk journals I ever made. And in it, you're going to see my serendipity paper. I don't even know if I do a whole flip through, I can't remember, but you'll see my serendipity paper, and you'll see my handmade washi tape. You'll see my... You have a roll or 100, Dawn? I do too. Oh my God, Samantha, right? It's addictive. It's so addictive. It is so addictive, right? It's like not just me that thinks it's, I don't know. What is it about it? Can anybody like say like what exactly it is about your washi tape that is addictive, that you like really love, that you're like, okay, I gotta have another roll of that. I gotta have more of that. Right? It's like, I don't know. I have my own thing with it. Now, you know, you can also paint your washi tape. If you wanted to just paint directly on the tape, you can do that too. I mean, it's up to you what you want to do. There are no rules in washi tape heaven. There are no rules in washi tape heaven. Just because I like to make it out of my painty papers doesn't mean you have to. Does not mean that you have to. I think I'm definitely into the painty paper, the washi tape. It's decorative, yes. You're having fun, Susan? Oh, I'm so happy. It is addictive. Oh my gosh, it is totally addictive. I agree with you. It's like totally addictive. Now I'm gonna make a little, I think I'm gonna make some out of some, I have some tissue paper here that I brought over here that I have from Christmas. I have some Hula Girl tissue paper, and I think I'm gonna make some washi tape out of that. But you know, if you have the inside of your white napkins, remember like a couple of weeks ago I used them for my tags, my napkins for my tags. Remember the inside, the white part of the napkin? I used that. Well, you can do the same thing with the white parts of your napkins. You can paint it and then, you know, you can paint it into it that way. But I think I'm going to do some tissue paper washi. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do my tissue paper washi. Save your wrapping paper, you guys. You can make your own tape from your wrapping paper. If you have your wrapping paper, you can make some cool washi tape. You can make the tape to match your wrapping paper, or like, think about it, after the holidays, even if you just took a couple of rolls of your or a couple of pieces of the paper that's already been taken off your packages, you can so there's no rules, you guys. You make it up as you go along. You make it up as you go along. You know me, I'm a no rules kind of girl. I don't like rules. I definitely don't like rules. But you can make your own tissue paper wrap washi tape. Let me just get my credit card out here. What I might need to do is, I might need to move my girls over because they're not in the middle of the girls are not centered in my design. The girls, my hula dancers. But it's kind of fun. Let me see if I can line my hula girls up here so you see them. So the girls are in my washi tape. There we go. Perfect. Now the girls are going to be the focal and not cut off. So use the inside of your white napkins too. You know, you guys use your white napkins. I'm going to let that one dry. Let's see. You know me, I'm impatient. I'm using Mod Podge, but you can use any type of white glue. It's just what I have here. You don't have to use Mod Podge. Use the glue you have. Do not go buy anything. You guys know me. I'm not about the buying. Don't go buy anything. If you can make it without buying it, go for it. If you have decorative napkins, use them. If you have wrapping paper that's used, use it. If you have tissue, if you have the insides of the white parts of the napkin, stamp them, use them. You know, make them however it is that you want. There's no rules to it. You know, you do it. This can really add a lot of fun to your, to whatever you're, like, if you wanted to make wrapping paper washi or newspaper washi, like if you are near Chinatown and you get a really cool newspaper, you can make some amazing washi with like a newspaper, a Chinese newspaper, don't you think? Or any sort of brochure, any sort of junk mail, your envelopes. But isn't it cute? Isn't she cute? Look at her. She's like, there's my tissue paper hula dancing washi. You know, that's the tissue paper you get here at the drugstore. You know, here where I live, in Hawaii. In Hawaii. I'm gonna put it on my paper. I'm gonna put it on my washi tape sample pad. My washi tape sample's going on here. Okay. You can stamp it. Definitely stamp it. The girls are not centered. It's okay. They're good enough. The girls are at least on it. Before, the girls weren't on it. I don't even know if you could really center them, but it's good enough. At least the girls are on there. This one's not a napkin. This one's a piece of tissue paper. So, you know, you can use anything for your washi. Here's a piece of a napkin. I can use this piece of napkin on my washi venture right here. My napkin washi. But you guys, there's no rules. Make it up as you go along. Paint it. Do whatever you need to do. Whatever is going to make you happy. Do whatever is going to make you happy. No rules in washi tape. 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 The one thing I will say, don't use a sponge brush. The sponge brush has like soaked up more glue than I've actually put on the page. But that's the one I had close by, so that's the one I used. Now you could Mod Podge over it if you wanted to. I think I'm gonna let mine dry. And then you can cut, you don't have to, you know, cut it in smaller strips. Hi, Lynn. So tell me what you ladies have planned for the weekend. I want to hear about your weekend plans. I'm gonna see if I can find a different paintbrush. I want to hear about your weekend plans. Weekend plans. You changed right in the room with us, Dawn. Awesome. So funny. Now, if you guys want, we can paint some washi tape. I mean, you don't just have to make it, just because I'm gluing stuff down on mine, you can paint directly on it. You know, the pros and cons of it are, you know, like I've used alcohol inks and made some really cool washi tape. I think I posted in the group when we first started this group, the Crafting Mamas group. I think I posted a portfolio that I had made and swapped with somebody or gave someone. And in it you can see a bunch of hand-painted washi tape. And I made all of that with watercolors and alcohol inks and acrylic paint and stamps. So I'm just trimming it off. I'm trimming off the excess of my napkin. But If you guys have some foreign language books, foreign language newspapers, dictionary pages, children's book pages, scrapbooking paper, I would tell you not to use the cardstock thickness because that's a little difficult. But the thin one, you know, thin scrapbooking paper, I would advise you to use if you have it. Security envelopes. You guys start naming some stuff that you could use for your washing. You guys put it out there. What are other things you'd want to use as your washi? Now, what's cool about this is see how this one has butterflies and a pink thing? You guys, it stuck to my scissors. And a pink, there's the pink edge of the napkin. So you have two different kinds of washi. And you could leave it as one, but you could cut it. Now, if you guys wanted to take these to your die cutting machine, like if you made like a whole sheet of it and you want to take it, leave the wax paper on the back, okay, if you're going to take it to your die cutting machine because you don't want it to stick through. So there's one there, and here's another piece here from the paper napkin. I'm sorry, I'm missing what you guys are saying. Your weekend plan, Pam says her weekend plans are to get crafty, get craft supplies. Ooh, good for you. Oh, you had to evacuate, Pam. I'm sorry. It's so stressful. Hi, Wendy. Yes, medical paper tape works awesome. Wendy says she gets hers at the Dollar Tree. If you guys have a dollar, I don't have a Dollar Tree. Okay, well, it's everybody. We need to send Susan. I know she was sick yesterday, right, Scotty? You saw your grandbaby yesterday, Luana? Oh, that's awesome. Everybody send Susan some healing energy. Ask if I hula. Yes, I hula. They ask if I hula 3 times or you saw your grandbaby 3 times. Grammy makes a lovely recliner. Oh, Luana, that's awesome. Babies are awesome. Yes, I hula. I hula. I hulaed long before I moved here. I used to hula as a very small child. But I hula. Yes, I hula. Yes, I hula. Do you hula, Kayla? Brenda says, I hula on the weekends for extra money for craft supplies. That's why I'm glad it's Friday. I love you, Brenda. No, I don't hula for money, but I hula. Yes, Pam, medical tape works really good. The reason I don't use it here is there is no dollar store. And medical tape is like $6 a roll here, but it does work good. Especially that paper tape, you know, the paper medical tape. The thinner one. Especially the you did when you were younger? Kayla, you're probably younger than me. Edna said she used blue smooch spit with pearl shimmer on the backing of her napkins. And it really looks cool. Oh, yay! Well, I can't wait to see it. Please post it in the group. I do keep the tape on the wax paper because if you pull it off, the sticky's on the back, right? So you can cut it though. Like, look, this one I cut. I cut the wax papers on the back, right? This was a magazine page. The wax paper's on the back, so all you need to do is peel it off when you want to put it down on something. But if you wanted to like put it through your die cutting machine or anything like that, it's always better to leave it on either your wax paper or some backing, whatever backing. If you don't want to use wax paper, if you don't want to use wax paper, use parchment paper, whatever you have. This is just what I have. You know me, I'm all about using what you have. But it's also kind of a fun way to make, like, if you make it wide enough, like, look, you can make cool stickers out of it. Like, look. You can make your own stickers using your... Now this, I can peel the back off of it and it'll stick onto something, right? So, can you see the wax paper? If you peeled the wax paper off the back, you could use it. We're the same age? I don't think we're the same age. I think you're younger than me. It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter what side you use it on the wax paper. Your mom was an excellent hula dancer, Kayla. Oh, that's awesome. But isn't it cool? So you can make your own, like, you don't just have to limit this to, you know, cutting it and using it as tape. You could, you know, I wanted one of those sticker machines and I didn't have, and then whatever. So I decided I would make my own stickers using this. The thing is this, Rabbit, is if tape sticks onto itself. So if you rolled the tape onto itself, it's likely to stick on the front of your paper and pull off a piece of your paper. Do you see what I mean? Like, it's not worth it. Just roll it up like this, or leave it flat like a sheet. Because if you stick it one on top of the other, it's going to pull off your image. Kayla, then we are the same age. I think I'm a little bit younger, but not by much. Hula is really good. Hi, Cheryl. You haven't missed anything. Hey, hula is a very good exercise. Well, I'm going to keep making some washi tape. Who else is still making washi tape with me? Is everybody making washi tape, or is it just me on my own? Am I just making my own washi tape in my own world? Am I making washi tape in my own world? But see, like, I'm loving this Japanese book tape, washi tape. I'm loving that. I'm cutting it thin. I like the hula girls. I like the napkins. I like the book pages. Hi, Maria. Maria, how do you say hello in Greek? You're making it, Laura? Good. Because I love making it. And I use it in all kinds of different ways. I use it in my junk journaling. I use it in my art journaling. I use it in when I make cards. You know, I use it. Use it in my wrapping papers. And the thing is that, look, you can just fold it up like this. You don't have to, like, have some fancy way of keeping it. You know, you can keep it any way you want. But isn't that cool? I'm game for it. I'm going to make a little bit more. I have some map pages. I was thinking I'm going to make some, now if you have a paper cutter, it works probably works better than my random eyeballing of things. But no, I'm not too terribly upset if I don't get it perfect. But that's just me, girls. That is just me. That is moi. Moi. But it's kind of a fun way to use up all the things that you have, or things that you like music paper. You can make some really cool washi tape from music paper. I'm just going to cut this. I'm not going to try to make it perfect. I'm just going to go for it and cut it. I can always trim it afterwards. So, I mean, you guys, it's just a fun way to use up your supplies and stuff like that. Just another way. One of you guys is the reason we're even doing this. Somebody, who was it that asked to make washi tape? One of you guys did last week. Right? I don't remember who it was, though. But I think I'll make that side better. I'm gonna use a different brush. This brush is just soaked up too much glue. You made a bunch of paper beads out of maps? Awesome. Susan's making tape too. Susan, how's your sweet hubby? And how have you been? We've been all thinking about you. You know, it's hard when the people you love get sick. It's like so stressful. Speaking from my own stuff. You know, if you guys check and see what tape's on sale. If you can get your tape for $1, go for it. You know, I don't know where I got mine. This was from Hottie. He did some painting, and this was his leftover tape. We have rolls of it, so we'll just use it. You know me and my need to use stuff. I can't just have to use it all. I can't just like let it go. I gotta use it. I can't let it go. I will say that the blue tape or the colored tape that you buy for painting, it's not as sticky on the back, so it's easier to peel it from whatever you put it on. You know? Because it's meant to be painter's tape so that you peel it up and don't peel up the paint. So actually makes it's stickier than regular washi tape, so it actually makes good washi tape. And I know they have it in other colors besides this blue, but this is just what I had in my... This is what I had here. I'm just trimming the paper off the back. You don't have to be as ridiculous as I am. You can wait till you actually use it. Okay. You can wait till you actually use it. Guess maybe I could put it on the other side of the paper too. I don't even have to put it on that side. I could start using the other side of the other side of my washi tape extravaganza. So, no, what I was cutting was just the paper. You can use the lines on the back of your contact paper. Why not? There are on the back contact paper, but I'm just using tape. And that was on, but yes, you can cut it however you want, or take it to your paper cutter and use it. You don't have to cut it that way. You can take it to your paper cutter and you could cut your strips ahead of time if you wanted to. You know, you don't have to do it that way just because that's what I did. You can take it to your paper cutter, cut your strips. You could measure your masking tape. You could do better than me. You could measure your tape. You don't have to glue it onto the roll like I am. I just didn't do it, girls. I just didn't do it. Oh, good night, Rabbit. Maybe we'll see you on Tuesday. Maybe we'll see you guys on Tuesday. On Tuesday. If I'm a rebel, Luana, I just don't, just don't like rules. Yes, there are lines on the back of the contact paper. Yes, there's probably an easier way to do this than the way I do it. But you guys asked for my way, so I'm showing you my way, even as ridiculous as it may be. I'm showing you my way. Showing you my way. Even as ridiculous as my way may be. So, you did it, I did it my way. Now, I think I'm a little stubborn. I probably should follow some rules at some point, but I don't know. You know what it is I think that, especially with art, I'm not saying that you shouldn't follow rules when driving and all that stuff. I'm not saying that I do reckless things, but I think in art that people get so many hang-ups because they're afraid their art isn't going to be good enough, or they're not doing it the right way. And if I can impart anything to you guys at all, find your way and enjoy it. There's no, there is no one way, and there's no a certain way, and there's no perfect way, and there's no, and if you find your way and do it your way, you're going to be happier, than, especially if you're to the point where you're like thinking, well, my art isn't as good as so-and-so's art, and then you start becoming really judgmental, and, do you guys know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I have to peel it up a little bit. It wasn't sticking down. I didn't put enough glue on the paper. Also, too, with newspaper, I probably should have used glue stick, but I didn't. So if you cannot take one thing away from anything that I do, it's that find the way that suits you so that you can feel free to, when you feel like there's rules, sometimes for me, I can just speak for myself. So sometimes when I feel there's rules or too many rules, then I don't allow myself to play and have a good time because I'm so focused on the outcome that I'm not enjoying the process. So that's why I really want you guys to all just enjoy the process. It doesn't matter. It's just washi tape. It doesn't matter. I mean, now what matters is, did you have fun doing it? Was it fun? Did you enjoy it? Is it something you think you could use as something to, does it help you unwind? Does it make you feel good? Is it fun? I'm actually digging that washi tape from the painty paper. I'm digging it. I'm liking it. What do you guys think so far? You have to do it your way. Pam says the other day when they were waiting for the power, she started cutting out shoes and gluing them onto cereal boxes. After she was done, the ceiling fan started. Awesome. I agree with you, Linda. Linda says everyone's journey or process is at different levels at different times. Just enjoy it. I agree. Frank Sinatra sang it and Elvis sang it. I agree. It's just, I don't know. I went to art school, you guys, and they freak you out. Like they make, and then especially if something you do comes really organic, people often feel intimidated by the organicness or the fact that you don't, if you're not upset by it and you just have a good time with it and you just are having fun, sometimes that can be really intimidating for some people, And so I think for you to come out and feel free in my world is the whole point. It's the whole point to feel free and have fun. Because then you're going to create from your heart, and you're not going to be creating from like some sort of a, rule book or, that sort of thing. Art school broke you? Right, Dee. It's like not fun. It becomes not fun anymore. And you know what? The really sad thing is, I think about it, by the time you get old enough to realize that none of it mattered, you could have missed a whole lot of having fun. And so my feeling is, have as much fun as you can. Create and have fun. Make it work for you. There's no rules. Make your own rules up. Figure it out. Figure out what works for you. There doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be stressful. It doesn't have to be, You know, just have fun and enjoy it. If you enjoy it, 9 times out of 10 you're going to do it again. And then, you know, most of us make art for stress relief. Most of us make art so that we can forget about things, so we're not focusing on however stressful our day was or whatever we were going through. Most of us make art as an outlet for letting go, right? So if you can continue to do that, just make art for an outlet of letting go, you're going to be so much happier in the long run instead of an outlet of some end result. You know, make art because it's fun. Make art because you enjoy it. Make art because it's an outlet for you to feel creative and unwind. You know, make art for the joy of it. And there doesn't have to be a reason. There's no true art. There's no reason for it. It doesn't have to have a utilitarian purpose. It doesn't have to have any reason, just for the fun of it. Art for art's sake. So, you know, I gave you a new way to look at junk. Oh no! Diana says that's why she wants seller art, but she's getting paid as much like work. I understand that. You have Jack in the Box washi, Laura? Very cool. I would love that washi. Very cool. You know, Linda, I agree. It is. And it really can break your spirit. It can break the spirit of your creativity. And you know what? Who needs that? No, I don't. So if you don't get anything from me, please just enjoy yourselves. And there's nobody, look, nobody's art is going to be better or worse than anyone else's. It's all subjective. And if you've enjoyed making it, that was the whole point. You know, you don't go to a movie for an end result. You don't, you know, there's like not end results to everything. Sometimes I think we're so result oriented, at least in this society, that we like, you know, we like focus on things that are just silly. So just having fun, you know, and having fun for me is like worth it all. The fun is it. Okay, so what do you guys think so far? So this is what we have so far. We have this washi, and we have this washi. And I've still got some more to go. Carrie, you know what? Junk mail is really fun. Junk mail is like so fun, and if you can create with your junk mail, you guys know me, I'm a big magazine junk mail creator. I love it. I mean, all my painty papers, all these painty papers are a throwaway newspaper, a throwaway flyer, and I like it. You know, Ash, it's really important to learn how to play. It's very important to learn how to play. So I think that if you can just allow yourself the freedom to play, you're good. You are so, so good. So Jack in the Box washi posted in the group. I can't wait to see it. Oh, that makes me excited. One time I made phone book washi, but I don't have phone book close by. But like this would make good washi. Like look at this. This is the fly page of a book, the children's book. That would make really good washi with the frogs. This would make great washi. This grid paper. This would make great washi. Maybe that's what I'll make next is grid washi. Grid washi. Grid washi is fun. I think it's going to be fun. What do you guys think? Do you think grid washi is going to be fun? I do. Maybe I'll start on this end so I can just cut it, and it'll be easier to cut. Grid washi is going to be fun. Having fun. I think as grown-ups we don't give ourselves enough opportunities to have fun. Do you guys not agree? And our fun sometimes has to have an end result. Instead of just the joy of it. So I vote, do it for the joy of it. And now the frog washi, I'm going to definitely make the frog washi. I'm definitely going to make that. I'm making the grid paper washi right now, and then I'll make the frog washi. I will definitely make the frog washi. Use whatever glue you have, you guys. I'm just trying to use up my stuff. As a gift, it completes you. Awesome. You're using drywall tape. That works great too. Drywall tape works great. So does carpet tape. Carpet tape, you don't even need glue because it's so sticky on both sides. You just have to cut it well. And you can use carpet tape, works great for fabric. If you feel like doing some fabric, if you feel like making some fabric washi, carpet tape works. Carpet tape's the bomb. You can do the same process. It's better to do it if you're going to use fabric. It's better to use, I think it's better to use a thin cotton, but you could use any kind of fabric really. You could use, you could use thick really sticky carpet tape and use thicker stuff too, but I think I've had the most success with the cotton kind of fabric, you know. You can get, I made some really great washi with black stays-on ink. I had some little chicken stamps. I had a friend who really loves chicks, and I made a stamped muslin, cheap muslin, like from Walmart, $1 a yard or $2 a yard. And can you imagine how much tape you get if you were going to do the whole thing? So you could get like 1/4 of a yard and get a lot of washi tape out of it. And I cut it into small strips, and I stamped the little chickens on it and black stays-on ink, and then I used carpet tape and made washi. You could do it also with masking tape or any tape. It really doesn't matter as long as one side has a sticky back. So, but for all of you that are obsessed with planners, this is a great way to make your like little planner embellishments. Making your own washi tape for that. So if you want to, make sure you write everyone's birthday down or whatever it is. I mean, everybody in their own planner way has their own things that they like to work with. You guys, I'm burnishing it on the roll with my Gap credit card. So I'm burnishing it on the roll. Chicken stamps, I love those. Are like, I don't even know where I got them. They're little tiny chickens. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. If I find, because I'm finally, I'm going to unpack my stuff and get it out. And when I do, I'll show you guys the chicken stamps. I will find the chicken stamps. They have a chicken one and bunnies, like little bunnies, and I don't know where they came from, you guys. But they either came from, they had to have come from someplace, either, maybe they came from Tuesday Morning, because I haven't bought any stamps here. I told you guys we have one little craft store, and it doesn't really have a lot of selection. I'm just going to burnish my graph paper down there so that it's got a few bubbles in it. Now I could go ahead, if I wanted to Mod Podge on top of it, I could. I could definitely Mod Podge on top of it if I wanted to make sure that it stayed down. So, but you don't have to. No, you don't have to put any sort of, or you could gel medium or whatever you have. Use what you have. Elmer's glue with water, You don't have to, it doesn't have to be any specific brand of anything. Okay. This one definitely has to dry. I'll try to put it on my other piece. But like, it's gonna be it'll be a cool piece of washi tape when it's done. I got glue everywhere. Got my glue going on. I got my tissue paper going on. I mean my wax paper. This side's glue, that side's gluey, so. Just make sure you get enough glue underneath, because obviously I didn't put enough glue underneath this. I wasn't paying attention and didn't glue it well enough. I gotta go back and glue it again. But find your favorite things to make this out of. If you guys get anything that has, like, my kids in my garage, I have boxes, or at least a box of anime books. I mean, this would be great. Making anime washi tape or comic books, or, you know, any sort of cartoon things. That would be fun. I love the chicken stamp too. Hi, Joyce. So you can't probably see it far away, but it's just graph paper. Can you see it up close? And then I can cut it and make it thinner and smaller. Can you guys see it now? Chickens and frogs, Brenda. I know, right? So this side just has like 4 pieces so far. This side has a lot more, right? So there's no rules with your washi tape. Just have fun making it. Just have fun making it. I like those little animal stamps too, you guys. I really do. I really do like those little animal stamps. They're like one of my, like, I love, it's like a fun thing to have, right? Yeah, the grill looks pretty cool. I mean, it's subtle, but it's still there. But it's just saying, you know, like, whatever you have, use what you have. You don't have to have anything really super fancy. Use what you have. Okay, everybody, write where you're from. Post where you're from. It's always kind of fun to see where everybody's from, so post where you're from. Tell us where you're all from. Post it. On your mark, get set, go. I'm going to make the frog one, but I have to cut it up. I have to cut up the frog paper. Right, I'm going to make the frog one, definitely. Indiana! I'm from Hawaii, so I live in Hawaii. Arkansas! Luana says, New Jersey for now. Hey, at least you know, Luana, New Jersey for now. That's awesome. South Africa. So, Rita, you're so from so far away. Washington State, Princeton, West Virginia, Florida, Maple Ridge, British Columbia, Daytona Beach, Florida, Wisconsin, Julie. Awesome. All right, all you lurkers, say hey. Come on, lurky lurkers. I can see you lurking. Say hey. Baldwin, Missouri, Athens, Greece. Awesome. Lynn says, Old MacDonald had a farm in California, and on the farm he had frogs, chickens, and a jack-in-the-box. Winnipeg, Manitoba. Awesome, Sherry. Lynn, you're hilarious. Where are you thinking of moving? Where are you thinking of moving, Luana? Do you have like a place that you're thinking of going? Your daughter's in New Jersey, but you're in Tennessee, Joyce? Washington State. Awesome. You say, hey, I can't even pronounce that, Maria. I'm going to have to learn how to say good hello in Greek. Indiana, be like Brenda. You want to move to Indiana and be like Brenda? Because I don't think I can live anywhere cold anymore. Hi, Arlene. Hi, Doreen. Kentucky, but from upstate New York. I don't think I could. I don't know that I have the. I don't know if I have the. I don't know if I have the body to live in cold weather anymore. You know how some people are just not cut out for it? I'm one of those people. I am so one of those people. Guys, I don't know the difference between these two tapes, except this one feels like it has a slicker surface. They're both 3M painting tapes. You made foil washi, Kayla? Oh, awesome. Very cool, Maria. It is a great way. Oh, Kayla, make sure you post a picture in our Facebook group. I think that'll encourage people to use, like, what they have, you know? Definitely encourage people to use what they have. I think it's best if you know, using what you have is, like, cool, you know? You don't have to buy anything. I'm not cut out for living in cold weather anymore, Luana. That's what I'm not cut out for. My body just can't, I don't know, I just can't do cold weather anymore. Living in cold weather. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm even cold here, you guys, and it's never cold here. Not compared to everywhere else. Not compared to everywhere else. So I hope this gave you guys some ideas and some inspiration to make your own fun washi tape out of anything that you feel like, because there's no rules. You can make it out of anything. I hope it gave you, you know, like the courage to just try it. Like foil washi sounds awesome. I really can't wait to see what you made. I bet you it looks awesome. I bet you it looks amazing. You know? They're having a heat wave in Greece? Wow. Remember, you guys, I told you I was supposed to go to Cuba? And I didn't, and my friend that's visiting came from the trip that I was going to go on in Cuba. And right after she got here, you know, that hurricane hit Cuba, and she was like, I was just walking on those streets that are now, like, underwater. It's, like, crazy. The weather has been, like, insane. So, I don't know, you guys. Maybe the places that were once hot are going to be cold and vice versa. Because of our crazy weather changing pattern, but I don't know. So now I have some frog washi. I don't, Dawn, I just can't do cold weather. And I moved from New York and it was not warm where I lived. So I just can't, I'm not great with cold weather. Okay, my lovelies, who would like a little energy work before we end our time together? Thanks for hanging out with me. I've enjoyed you guys. I'm sorry that we've missed our Miss Susan and our Miss Bet, and we're going to send Susan some love. And I hope you guys make some washi. This is just, you can see some of mine. Here's some of my washi right here. My few pieces of washi that I've made. And I think our washi tape, I think everybody's going to really see that their washi tape is rock star, because you'll be making your own and it's going to be so amazing, and you're going to be like, wow, I'm never going to buy another roll of washi tape again. And then here's my other washi tape, the one that I made on the contact paper, right? And then I cut up into strips. But you could do it the same way we do serendipity paper. Just put it on, just, you know, I didn't trim this part off, but so you guys see, I let it hang over the edge, and I didn't trim all the ends off. Makes great journaling borders if you guys do art journaling. This is like a fun way to create your own journaling borders, right? And stick it anywhere. Put it through your die cutting machine if you've made it on this. If you've made it on this, you can put the one on the wax paper through your die cutting machine too. So I hope you guys enjoyed making some washi tape with me. So for those of you that want a little love, oh, you're welcome, Lynn. Good night, Joyce. Okay, girls, close your eyes and open your heart and put your feet on the floor and image yourself in your beautiful column of light. It is your column, belongs to you. This column of light extends around your body 6 feet in all directions. And feel yourself in the center of this column of light. And when you look up, you can't see the top, and when you look down, you can't see the bottom. Feel this column of light go deep, deep, deep into the earth, and allow it to go as deep as it wants to go and create big tree roots. Now let's invite our beloved Mother Earth to share her energy with us. After all, we are part of her. And feel this beautiful earth energy. I imagine this is gold energy, but you can see, feel, think, or know it any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful gold earth energy rising up through your tree roots, rising up around your body, filling your feet, ankles, calves, knees, hips, thighs, filling the base of your spine, your lower abdomen, your waist, your heart. Feel it filling your whole back. Feel it filling your throat. Feel it filling the back of your head, your forehead. Feel it running down your shoulders and your arms and out every finger. Feel it fountaining out the top of your head. Ready? Breathe the beautiful gold earth energy into your body. Breathe it in now. And breathe it in now. And breathe it in now. Now invite the beautiful heavenly angelic cosmic energy from above you, above your head. Invite this into your column of light. I see this light as silver or as diamonds, but you can see, feel, think, or know it any way you'd like. Feel this beautiful diamond energy pouring in the top of your head, filling your face, your throat, running down your shoulders, and down your arms and out every finger. Feel it filling your whole spine, your chest, your waist, your lower abdomen, the base of your spine. And feel this beautiful cosmic energy pouring out your legs and out the bottom of your feet into your tree roots. Ready? Breathe it in. And breathe it in. And breathe it in. Now I want you to just focus on your heart. And I want you to give your body personality permission to invite into your life anything that you need in your life right now. Anything you'd like a little support in. Anything that you need, want, or feel that you just enjoy having in your life. So on your inhale, breathe in that energy of whatever it is that you'd like. And on the exhale, let go of anything that doesn't work for you. And breathe in what you'd like. And let go. And breathe in what you need in your life and let go of anything that's not working. I want you to imagine anyone in your life that might need a little extra support. So as you breathe in what you need, send and breathe in what you need on your exhale, send to them what they need. Ready? Breathe in what you need. Receive it in love. And exhale and give it in love. Breathe it in love. And give it in love. One more time. Receive in love. And give in love. Now let's imagine all of us here tonight and all those that are coming in the future. If you want to receive this energy and this support, all you have to do is say yes. And if you don't, you just say no. Ready? Breathe in the love and support. Receive it fully. Breathe it in. Now send it out to everybody here. And breathe it in. And send it out. And breathe it in. And send it out. Okay, my lovelies, tell me how you're feeling. Tell me what you see, feel, think, or know. Hi, Becky. Good night, Edna. Hugs to you. Hugs to you too, Miss Brenda. What are you guys feeling? Tell me what you're feeling now. Oh, I would love it if you are you going to Facebook? You feel relaxed and awesome. You're going to Facebook Live tomorrow from Shannon and Rosemary, Scotty? Oh my gosh, what a dream. I'm going to definitely try to watch. Good night, Scotty. Love you. You feel better? Oh. I've had a tough few days too, Lynn. All right, one more time. Everybody breathe in the support you need. Ready? Breathe it in, receive it, and send it back out. Oh, hi, Danina. You're moving your craft room. How's your new grandbaby? I love you, Scotty. I want you to have such a wonderful time. I'm sending you so much love and support, and I hope you just have a brilliant, belly-laughing, creative, ecstatic time. At least take a picture of you and Shannon and Rosemary together and post it in our group, because I love you and I want to see it, and I wish I was there. Oh, Sarita, how are you feeling? I'm sending you love. I hope you're doing well. It's been a tough couple of weeks, Lynn, I think. I think we can all agree on that. It's been a tough couple of weeks. Tell me if you guys have any questions before we say goodbye. I want you to tell me if you have any questions. It can be about our tape. It could be about anything, our energy work. Thank you, Danina. I'm so glad. Post some pictures of your new grandbaby. I would love to see more pictures of her. She was gorgeous, the one she posted. And for those of you that just joined us, we made washi tape. So if you want to go back and watch it, you can see we made washi tape. Kayla says she did hers. It was foiling on the back of masking tape through a stencil. Ooh, I can't wait to see it, Kayla. I bet it's gorgeous. But it's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. You're just tired, Sarita? Oh, I can understand that. Plant your feet firmly into the ground. Even if you can't put your feet on the floor, just image them in and ask the earth to send you some really love and support, you know? Embellishments from ephemera. Is that what you're making, Cassandra? I think that's awesome. Well, my lovelies, I send you guys so much love. If you have any more comments about how you're feeling after your little energy boost, I just would love to hear it. And if you don't, it's okay too. There's no right or wrong. I'm just sending you love. Sarita, it's awfully early. You know, I'm sorry it's so early there. I get up that early to watch Dee Dee Willingham, though, so I totally get it. Oh, you want to make embellishments from ephemera? We can totally do that. We did it a couple weeks ago, but we can do it again. All right, my lovelies. I'm putting my arms around you, and I'm sending you so, so, so much aloha. As always, from my heart to your heart. So much aloha. See you guys on Tuesday, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget Carla streams on Sunday. She's doing the Football Widow streaming. I think it's at 2 o'clock Eastern time. I'm not 1,000% sure. Good night, Dawn. Give our lovely Leah a big hug for us. Good night, Lynn. Good night, Linda. Good night, Cassandra, Sarita, Kayala. You wait up for me. Oh, I love you, Sarita. Good night, Patricia. Thanks for spending your evening with me, ladies. And your morning with me, Sarita. And what time is it where you are in Greece? It's morning, too. Good night, Edna. Will you give Miss Susan and her hubby a big hug for me, Edna? And one for you, too. Happy belated birthday. It was Edna's birthday, you guys. Wish her a happy birthday. Good night, Sherry. Good night. I love you guys so, so much. Big hugs to Susan and Bet, too. Good night, Luana. Post some pictures of your grandbaby. Love to see them. Love, love, love to see them. Yeah, good night, ladies. Good night and aloha. And I'll see you on Tuesday.